we live? I think we're live. I hope we're live, because I don't know if I was live before. I have a funny feeling I wasn't, but I'm thinking that I might be live now. Hello, happy Sunday. Thank you for joining me. This is kind of a DC superhero MF for Life Sunday show. So thank you for joining me. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. Thank you for liking my videos if you like them. And if you don't, thank you for leaving comments, for letting me know what you think, because that's valuable information for me and I absolutely appreciate it. As long as you're nice. Hi Ali. How are you doing? How is everybody doing today? Happy Sunday. It's nice to see you. It's great to see you. Thank you for giving me your time and your attention. It's Sunday and it's kind of a hectic time, but it's also October. And I love October. I always love October because, you know, Halloween. You get to be whatever you want to be. And people are okay with it, you know what I mean? You get a pass for like wearing whatever you want and being whoever you want to be. This is one of my favorite times of year because of Halloween, because of fall, because of pumpkin. I love pumpkin everything. Cooling down of the weather, family events coming up, a lot of reasons. And things are different now. And what I wanted to talk about today, hi Cindy, hi Niccolo, hi everybody, hi Lord. What I wanted to share with you today and talk to you about today is motivation and inspiration. And what I do to stay motivated, get motivated, be motivated, motivated enough to take action consistently, and what I do to tap into inspiration that helps me with my motivation. I just kind of want to share what works for me, what has worked for me, and hopefully it will be beneficial to you, because as you know, I am constantly promoting strength training, weightlifting, and staying pumped. I'm always talking to you about staying pumped, keeping your strength, your muscles, and you need to be motivated to do that because it's hard, it's work. You know, it's work, isn't it? Right? It's hard. And when life is complicated, and it's always complicated, it's harder to stay motivated and to stay on track. But it's so essential to maintain your strength, to build your strength for longevity, for quality of life, for independence, for autonomy, for all the things that make life good, because those are the things that are synonymous with you living the best life you want to live on your terms. So that's why I'm always talking about strength training for everybody, every size, starting at any age. I think this is a really good time for me to just kind of do a little bit of flexing. To demonstrate my consistency. And so I'm talking about bodybuilding, but not bodybuilding in the sense of building your body because you want to get on a competition stage and compete in a bikini, or that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about building your body, right? So that you stay everything good, happy, healthy, right? Because the normal process of life is we break down. So we got to keep building. So we break it down, got to build it up. Break it down, got to build it up. And the beautiful thing about breaking down muscle is that that's the process of building it. So don't be afraid to break it down, right? Just also be focused on building it back up. So how do I stay motivated? Hi, everybody. I want to say hi. Hi, Jeffrey. Hi, Brandon. Oh, my people. Thank you for motivating me. Hi, Pascal. Ron. Hi, everybody. Hi, Dan. So what do I do? What do I do to stay motivated? Because it's hard for me sometimes. Life is complicated. There's a whole bunch of stuff going on, bad news, all this stuff that's coming at us from, sometimes it feels like from every single direction, right? From every direction. Every time you turn around, something else is hitting you, coming at you, messing with your mind, blowing your head, taking you off course, confusing you, right? Creating conflict, and you're like, should I or shouldn't I? What's important? What's not? What's the point? I have a couple of tricks, and I will share those with you. You know that I have been putting together my home gym setup, you can see, and that's coming along. I'm still building stuff, and I don't have all the equipment that I want, I'm used to. So I improvise. I'm improvising all the time. And my wheels, my wheels are turning. Improvising can lead you to some very, very interesting places. You'd be surprised what you can put together and what you can create when you improvise. You are essentially forced to take what you have available to you and make something out of it. What a great word. I mean, we've been doing that for decades, for centuries. It is the human way to improvise. That's how we come up with all the great things that men and women have created. So I am kind of, becoming a little bit of an engineer here, and I'm improvising. But I need motivation to do that. And so sometimes, right? You got that. You got that, Cindy. Sometimes you need to be surrounded by people who think along those lines, like, okay, I can't do that, but what can I do? It's a thought process. Okay, well, I don't have that, but what do I have? Okay, I got that. Is that going to work? Probably not, but why not try? So I've had great mentors in my life, all ages, all walks of life. And I think back to the little bits and pieces that I've gotten from people that have really changed my mindset and made me stay focused and figure stuff out and create new things. And so if you look at my wall, let me show you. Here, because I'm still setting up my little home gym. Last week, you probably noticed that I started to pull out and hang up photos of some of the people that have motivated me in my life. This is, of course, a wall. Hi, Rex! Here's a wall with some of the greatest bodybuilders of all time. Now, this is not all of my pictures. I had 3 up last week, put some more, went digging through myself, put some more stuff up. And when I see these pictures, Linda Murray, Iris Kyle, Helly, current world champion, Franco, the late Ed Corney, my amazing friend Rick, may he rest in peace, Carla Dunlap, Miss Olympia 1983, C.T. Fletcher. These are just some of the people that I have had the great privilege of meeting, and some of them really getting to know in my life, and their pictures are a blessing to me. The memory of them is a blessing to me. Those who are gone, because they keep me motivated. That's where mentorship comes in. We all have those people in our life. In this case, it's from the fitness bodybuilding world. So I'm setting up my room in a way that when I walk into it, I'm reminded. I have a visual representation of the things that I aspire to try to be, which is physically fit, strong, and somebody who keeps moving forward. And that requires consistency. And these pictures represent a tremendous amount of consistency and innovation too. So surrounding myself with those people, including you, because you represent a tremendous amount of motivation for me. And I cannot thank you enough for that. So thank you, thank you, thank you, and I'll keep thanking you. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. Thank you for letting me know that you want to talk to me more. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you for pushing me out of my comfort zone to go live, because I am out of my comfort zone. And yeah, it's where I need to be. I need to be out of my comfort zone because that's kind of where we live right now. So I'm inspired by other people, and I keep their image around. And I'm improvising. My workouts are now including the TRX. I have a rack here. I have a ball down there. I've got my bench. I've got mismatched weights. I've got the floor. I use my washing machine. I use whatever is available to me. Last week we talked about the Thigh Master. I use whatever is available to me. And I work with it, and I work it, and I keep moving. Right? Sometimes you don't have any equipment at all. So you use the floor and you use the great outdoors, right? Anybody else out there with me in the same predicament? A weird, somebody wants to, Chris, you have a challenge? I might have to come back to you on that challenge. Hold that thought. Jared, I will answer this question. Yes, I met Kim Chasevsky and I competed with her. An incredible athlete, incredible. Thank you so much, Rex. Thank you for the sponsorship, Rex. In comparison to you, Paula Suzuki, you both, Paula Suzuki. Wait till you see the pictures I have of me and Paula Suzuki. I can't wait to share those with you. They are forthcoming. Thank you so much for the sponsorship and supporting my channel, all of you. So, okay, motivation, improvisation. Improvising is an essential part of moving forward. It's the human way to find new ways to keep growing and moving forward. I'm not saying it's easy, because it's not. Sometimes it's hard. One of the things that helps me improvise and keep going is setting goals. So you may have heard this. I'm going to adjust this just a little bit. You may have heard this before, but setting a goal is a really good idea for staying motivated or getting motivated. And so setting a mile marker, right? I'm going to use mile marker now, and you'll understand in a minute why. Somebody made a tattoo of who? Me? No way. Really? You're just saying that. Okay, off track. Hi, Jose. Hi, Chris. Hello to everybody. Thank you. Setting a mile marker, maybe a week out, 2 weeks out, 3 weeks out, 4 weeks out, 6 weeks. Setting a goal that is attainable, that is realistic. Setting a goal, go into your calendar. This is a brand new month, it's October. Setting a goal for yourself that, not easy, but doable, attainable, is something that I do. Getting ready for competitions were great because I would set the date on the calendar and I know, okay, I got 6 months, I got 5 months, I got 4 months, I got 3 months, I got 2 months. A month out, I'm like, okay, and the time goes down and I'm very focused on my goal because I've made a decision that I am going to do what it takes to accomplish a goal, no matter how well it all ends up, whether I win, whether I come in the middle, whether I fail. The point is that I set a goal, I have a focus. And sometimes setting a goal, staying motivated, means changing things up because it's very easy to get into a rut. How many of you know what I'm talking about? Hi, Ruben. You do the same thing day in and day out. And you're like, okay, I'm going to do A, I'm going to do B, I'm going to do C. And you get into a rut. And it's not like you're not doing anything, but maybe you're in a rut. You're doing the same thing, so you're not excited. Your body's just like, okay, yeah, I know this routine. Been there, done that. So setting a goal that's outside of your comfort level is part of what I have learned is really good for me. And I'm going to give you an example. And some of you know this because you follow me for a couple years, or maybe you saw my documentary, Adventures of Misfit. I don't know if any of you have seen it. Let's see, 2012. I'm losing track of time. I decided that I was going to do my first mud run obstacle course. I believe it was 2012. Almost 9 years ago. It was 9 years ago. And I was terrified. The idea of doing a mud run obstacle course, hills, walls, nets, running, because it's a 5K, excited me and it scared me. Okay, misfit, exactly. Okay, Ron, you with me. But that's how I became misfit for life. I was already living the misfit life. And what I needed to do, because this is a 5K in mud with obstacles, and the obstacles were different each year, I had to think about my training differently. I had to improvise my training to prepare for this 5K. And the added motivation for me to do that, to follow through, was that I was doing this mud run to raise money for St. Jude Children's Hospital. And talk about motivation. I wanted to do something to deal with cancer. I wanted to do something to fight back against the debilitating disease that so many of us are familiar with in one way or another. I wanted to fight back on cancer. And when I saw St. Jude had a mud run, I said, okay, what more motivation do I need? I am going to improvise. I'm going to figure out how to run on hills and with rocks, and I'm going to figure out how I'm going to run, because I'm a bodybuilder and I hate running. Anybody who knows me knows I'm still complaining about running. I've been complaining about running for almost 10 years now, and I'm going to keep complaining. So if you don't like it, just go la 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 la, because I hate running. But see, I needed something to push me out of my comfort zone, to teach me what was possible for myself. And I was improvising in a very big way. I had to do rope climbing, I had to do chin-ups, all things that I was not good at, even though I've been in the gym for over 30 years. Okay? And it was the best goal I could have set for myself. Now, not only was the running very difficult for me, I only run once a year. I run for about, don't laugh, I run for about 6 weeks out of every year. I start training for the Warrior Dash about 6 weeks out, and I give myself 6 weeks to get myself up to 3.2 miles in a run. I'm not fast. I am as slow as a turtle, but I run, or maybe you could call it jogging. For some of you, it might be fast walking. I don't know, but I'm running, and my endurance, my stamina, all increased, all benefited from that. And my bones have also, because the pounding when you run and the muscle is different. Try stairs with ankle weights. Oh my God, what is wrong with you, Ruben? You're gonna try to kill me. Okay, we're gonna have to talk about the running and the improvising and getting ready, because here's the deal. I'm gonna tell you what else motivated me. I have been surrounded by one of the most incredible teams of people who did this with me. We got ready for the St. Jude mud run. And I know a lady named Rock and Roll who is out there always doing all kinds of really good things, pushing me. Vector, Bug, Indy, that's just 4 of a team over the course of the last 9 years that I have had the privilege of doing the mud runs with. And it wasn't pretty, let me tell you. I have had a team every single year for the last 8 years. And sometimes it was 15, sometimes it was 20, sometimes it was 30 people. I have people jump in at the last minute to do this with us. And you want to talk about power pushing you? When you have the right people in your life and they become the wind in your sails. And even though it is no easier, just because they're there doesn't mean it's easier. It's still hard. When you have a great team of people supporting you, championing you, you realize your power just grows. And not only my teammates included people who made donations to St. Jude. I'm wearing leggings. The right people, yes. I'm wearing leggings with the name of every single person who made a donation to St. Jude directly as a sponsor to me so that I could complete this mud run. And no lie, this year, 2020, would represent the 9th year in a row that the Misfits for Life, me and my team, would have put together a team and done our annual fundraising event for St. Jude. And because of COVID, mud runs out, marathons are out. Last year, this time, we were at Paramount Studios doing our fundraiser. We were doing our run at the Paramount Studios. And for the last 60 days, couple months, it has been on my mind and on my heart, thinking about, am I really going to skip the 9th year of raising money for St. Jude? Or am I going to figure out a way to do it? And I'm going to do it. So's my team. And so that's improvising. We're going to improvise in the best way possible. And that's where Wonder Woman and Batman come in. That was what the promo was about. Everything is virtual this year. Everything. And so my team and I, we're going to join the DC comic family. In my case, it's going to be Wonder Woman. And we're going to do a virtual walk run. And we're going to raise money for St. Jude for our 9th year in a row. And I'm going to run, even though I hate it. And I'm going to improvise my training even more. This is just sort of the next level of improvising. So now you throw COVID on top. Thank you so much, Ruben. I'm coming to you for training techniques. Throw COVID on top of the difficulty of I hate running. Throw COVID on top of you can't do it with your people. I'm not going to be with my people for the first time, but I'm still going to do it, and my people are going to put teams together in their cities. Family units are going to do it, and we're going to figure out how to social distance. And I don't know if we're going to raise $20. I don't know. But I just know that I can't stop. I can't let COVID or anything else stop me from doing what we've done for so many years. And so we're going to do it. And I want to show you something. I don't know if... I know it gets all wacky. So, 3 years ago, we reached the point of 100,000 650 3 years ago. That was our total 3 years ago. I'm going to show you what we've done with all the people that have supported us. You. 2 years ago, we reached 125,000 for the kids. Last year, we raised another 25,000 and we got up to $175,000 for the kids. This is a total for our team for 8 years. Our goal is to hit $200,000. And this is year 9. I don't know where we're going to end up, but I know that I'm going to start running. And there's, you know, I'm not a runner. So there's a way to start running. So I'm going to start doing interval training. And I'm going to be slow. Because while I'm running, I don't want to sacrifice too much lean muscle mass. That's the trick. How are you going to run without burning too much muscle? So that's part of the training, thinking I have to figure out so that I can do this again. And I want to extend an invitation to you. Oh, before I extend that invitation, I want to show you something else. I got my Wonder Woman costume ready. So I got my Wonder Woman costume ready because this is the Wonder Woman virtual run for St. Jude. And look, I even got the Wonder Woman socks. Okay, so I'm ready. Wonder Woman stumps Captain Marvel. I agree. I agree. I totally agree. So now I want to extend an invitation. My team, the Misfits for Life, my power, these people. Every year we get different people coming in and doing it with us. Depending on the city we're in, we get more people from that city. We have had team members who have flown from New York to go to California. We have had team members who have flown from South Carolina to come to California. I have flown to Southern California, to Northern California. I have gone to Tennessee. Our team visited the hospital. The work they do is heart-filling. I have gone to South Carolina to run with people. This year I'm not going anywhere. I'm staying home. I'm going to social distance. We're going to do it in our cities, in a safe environment. It's going to be a virtual event. The date we picked is November 14th. It's a Saturday. I got my Wonder Woman mask ready. I got two Wonder Woman masks. Okay. And we're going to do it. We're not going to stop just because of COVID. We're going to figure it out. We're going to improvise and we're going to do our best. We're going to do our best for the kids and the families who are dealing with life and death issues all the time and need help. So again, it's November 14th. It's a Saturday. We're going to pick a time. We're going to have little teams and team captains in different cities. You can be your own team and your own team captain if you want to join the Misfits for Life and be a part of it. If you want to work up to a 5K, which is a 3.2 mile run, I'm going to be jogging. I'm going to start interval training so that I can work my way up, my stamina, my endurance back up, because I'm sure I've lost some of the endurance that I built up from last year. I'm going to share with you what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, and you can come along with me, do it at your own pace. For people who want to walk it and do a 5K walk on that day with us, just in solidarity for the kids. Maybe throw on a Batman t-shirt. I don't know. It's up to you to decide whether or not any of this is inspiring or motivating to you. If you want to sponsor me with $3, everything goes to the kids. But this is my open invitation to you to become a part of our team, part of our effort. Maybe this will motivate you in a different way, the way I've been motivated. And this is an international thing. This is not just in the United States. This is international. St. Jude Children's Hospital serves kids from all over the world. Doesn't matter. We're all the same. If you want to walk, you could walk. If you want to walk, run, you could walk, run. I have team members who have a martial arts school. They're going to be doing some ruck work. They're going to be doing kicking, burpees, walking, running. They're going to mix it up. We're going to have fun with it. We're going to just try to be creative and have a good time and do whatever we can to keep this train moving. That's my spiel, people. Who's in? Just kidding. Think about it. Think about it. Okay, now. And yes, I will post videos of my intervals and my Wonder Woman suit so you can see I'm running and you will hear me complaining. I will complain every time I run. I gotta see your last message. So I have not seen many of your messages, so please forgive me. If you want to repost your message, I have the computer in front of me now. I can see you. I want to thank you for subscribing to my channel, for listening to me gab, for inspiring me. Please like the video if you like it. Subscribe to the channel if it inspires you in any way. Leave a comment if you have a question. Okay, you're excited. Brandon, are you gonna do it? Ruben, okay, I have to read this. Ruben says, I used to be paralyzed from my shoulders down. When you were 8, oh my God. But now you're a boxer. That is incredible, Ruben. So, okay, that's amazing. This is why I get so much inspiration from you. I need to hear your story, Ruben. You were told you were never going to walk again. You were 8 years old, paralyzed from your shoulders down. Was that from an accident? Jose, to answer your question, you could do this anywhere. I'm in Florida. I have people in Northern California, Southern California, and the Carolinas, and in New York doing it. So yes, it's virtual, and you can decide when you do it and where you do it. You have to learn how to walk and run again. And at 8 years old, you had to think, there's no way I'm going to be not moving. That's incredible. So for anybody who doesn't know, I've shared a couple of Ruben Luna's posts. He has a YouTube channel, and he's a boxer, and he is teaching his daughter and his nephew, a couple youngsters, around the 10-year-old age, 10 to 14-year-old age, how to box. And I'm going to be going to Ruben to sort of get some pointers, and I'm even looking at some boxing equipment here to see if I can add that to my little workout setup, because it's all good. It's all good. So you just woke up like that. That's unbelievable. That's unbelievable. You know, life is so unpredictable, and it's miraculous. And you know, at 8 years old, I'm gonna share this with you. when my team and I went to St. Jude, to the hospital, we went to do a tour. We wanted to visit the facility, the grounds, the campus that St. Jude is located on in Tennessee. Now you do everything. You BMX bike, you mountain bike, you box. I saw you kayaking, you snowboard. Now you do everything. When you're a kid and somebody tells you you can't do something, at least the first time, maybe for me, you had to tell me like 10 times I couldn't do something before I actually listened to you. And I usually had to get hurt first, and then I would listen to you. Ask my mom, she'll tell you. When you're a kid and somebody tells you that you can't do something that looks so fun to you, you're constantly trying to figure out how you're going to get it done. You know what I'm talking about? When you see a little kid that they're scoping something out and they're not supposed to do it. Don't climb that wall. And then they're looking at that wall, and you know that kid, if you turn your back, is going to be on that wall. That's the beautiful thing about being a kid, is that you have no fear, and no means maybe. And you're creative. When you're a kid, you improvise. There's that idea again. You figure out, like, I can't reach that yet, but what can I pull over there? When I was at St. Jude with my team, we were outside. I was so filled with anxiety. I was like afraid of what I was going to see in the hospital, and I didn't want to see kids, and my heart was so heavy. My heart was so heavy. We were outside. All of us had come in this van that we rented, and out of the hospital doors came a mom and dad and a little boy. And the little boy must have been about, I don't know, maybe he was 6 years old, I'm guessing. But he was a below-the-knee amputee, and you could see it. He had a prosthetic amputation. He had a prosthetic, and I'll never forget this. I'm sitting in the van, and I'm anxious, and I watched this little boy come out of the hospital, and on the side of the hospital in the front, where the landscaping was, there were some benches. There was this piece of like a monkey bar, like a big monkey bar. It was in the shape of an animal, and it was colorful, and it was really cool, and it had landscaping all around it. And I watched the little kid walk over. To me, he looked like he had a strut, and he did, because he had his, he had his prosthetic, and he walked over to this thing, and he stood in front of it, and his mom's behind him, and I see him just eyeing this monkey bar setup. And he eyes it. The next thing you know, he's grabbing it and he's climbing it. Oh my God, my heart fills when I think about this. I'll never forget that picture in my mind, because I can walk, I can climb. That is a monkey bar that needs me on it, is what he was thinking and what he did. And it just, when you're a kid, you don't see the obstacle. You see the obstacle as fun. How do I get around it, underneath it? What am I going to do with that? Can I hang on it? And so Ruben, that was you. That had to be you. But that's what kids do. They're resilient. And that's why I have to keep doing this event. I invite you to join me. If you want to throw $3, $4, $5 our way, it all goes directly to the hospital. If you want to get off the couch, because the whole reason I wanted to do this event was because I wanted to mix fitness, motivation with health. I wanted to put those two together. And I thought, as Misfit, I want to encourage people to get out of their comfort zone, try something new, including me. I was scared to death. Get off the couch, but do it for the kids. And in the end, you do it for both. So that's my spiel, people. And I'm sticking to it. And I might have to ask you to hashtag suck it up buttercup when I complain about my run. Oh, he's a total misfit. We're all misfits, in my mind. So, Dreamcatcher episode. Thank you for that, Ruben. I will catch that. I will check that out. Exactly, Brandon. The kid had no concept of fear. All he knew was he wanted to play. we lose that. We just have to hold on to that, right? You just thought, it is a great organization. I have no idea exactly how we're gonna. We have a team page. I will share the link to the team page. I will share the link to the DC runs because they've partnered with St. Joe. I'll share everything that I'm looking at that has got me, you know, and our team. My team and I, we've had 2 meetings this week to discuss it. We're talking to the representatives of St. Jude because they know who the Misfits for Life are. We're, you know, this is our 9th year. I will share everything with you and you guys can check it out. And if you have questions, hit me up. If you want to figure out how to participate, how to get your kids involved, whatever. I'm going to get my mom to do this with me. She doesn't know it yet, but it's happening. Oh, thanks, Brandon. Fearlessness gets replaced. So, okay, so we have to respect. We have to respect danger, yes. But I think that it's more than that. I think that we get to where we feel like that's silly, that's for young people, or that's ridiculous. Look. One of the things that I learned, I talked about the challenge of training. That's a good question about Misfit, the documentary. I talk about the challenge of training and running and doing the obstacles training and the fact that it was scary for me, and it was both exciting and scary, that like the butterfly thing, and you know. The interesting thing about it is that, and I recognized this 8 years ago, when people see this, right? When they see the muscle, right? I'm recruiting people, and people are like, yeah, this is nothing for you. This is like a cakewalk. This is not a challenge for you. You're full of shit, Denise. You probably do this in your sleep. Not true. The perception, because I'm fit, I'm athletic, I've been doing things, the perception is that, well, she's a bodybuilder, weightlifter, she's strong, she could do anything. It was a very common misconception. But if you're a boxer, you know that doesn't necessarily make you a good weightlifter or a good basketball player or a good runner. It doesn't. These are different disciplines that require very specific types of training. And so you could excel at one thing and fail miserably at something else that is equally as physical, only just it's different. It's a different discipline. So when I started getting ready, hi Elizabeth, it's nice to meet you. When I started getting ready for the obstacles, I changed up my training to see what I could and couldn't do because I didn't know. And I was afraid of failing in the eyes of people who thought I was like, oh, I could do anything. Does that make sense? Like, all these people think like you could do anything. So now like you're on the stage and you're like, oh shit, I gotta like deliver. But the truth is that that's where my humility got built. It's like, no, I just need to share with them that I'm good at some things and I suck at other things. But if I don't want to suck at that other thing, I got to change it up. I have to figure out how to improve the things that I'm bad at. And that means work. That's where the challenge comes in. I'm not a good runner. I'm better than I used to be. I will give you that because I've been running for the last 8 years, on the average 6 weeks out of every year I run. The other challenge for me, so there's like the whole ego thing you got to deal with. It's like, okay, you don't want to look like you're failing. I can't fail because everybody thinks I'm like, miss everything. Bullshit. It's just like anything else. So I got past that and let everybody know I hate running. I'm horrible. I'm slow. I'm like a turtle. Deal with it. And then the hardest part for me is asking for money. So raising money for St. Jude has been very difficult. I'm not used to asking for anything. So even though I'm asking for donations to go directly to a hospital that helps kids and families, and it's the greatest thing I could possibly ask money for, it's still difficult for me. It's challenging. It scares me. It intimidates me. I don't know. I don't know what my problem is. I still have that mental block. And you know, COVID hit, and things are hard for people. Things are hard. You know, people have lost their jobs and all this stuff. So for 2 months now, I'm thinking, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? It's hard. I can't ask people. Like, this has been going on in my head. And it's no different than it was when I first started. It's always hard for me, but that doesn't mean I shouldn't do it. And I'm going to do it. And if I raise another $5, I'll be happy with that. And I feel like I just needed to share that with you all, because maybe you can identify with the kind of stuff that's going on through my brain. So the other thing is, here's one thing I learned. To raise money, to fundraise, we had to make sure that we had fun in the equation. So when I raise money, when I do something, I make sure that one of the essential ingredients to what I'm doing includes fun. It's fun. I got my Wonder Woman. I got my other Wonder Woman. I got my costume. Okay? I got my Wonder Woman mug. I got my Wonder Woman socks. And it's not going to be easy, but I'm going to make it fun. As much fun as I can. And I'm going to do the best I can. And if you want to do this with me, yes, please share your power with me. Kids in the family. Let's do this. Let's stay pumped. Let's help some kids. Social distancing, we can do this. Oh. And we can practice our superhero poses. Here, wait, this is one. You don't even have to dress up as Wonder Woman, but I'm saying it might be funny. I am saying it might be funny. Or you could be Batman, or you can make your own, like maybe a mashup. I don't know, Wonder Woman on top, Batman on the bottom, Misfit in the middle. I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there for you. You could do some funny poses. Yes, we could have a pose off. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Misfit for life. A Wonder Man for Marvel. I love that. That's awesome. Oh. Look for my links just for information purposes. I'm going to get off my soapbox. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for inspiring me. Ruben, thank you for sharing so much of yourself with me and the group, your story. I think I know I'm doing the right thing here. Look on my community page. Please follow my social media. I'm going to put all of the information out there for you to look at. Dates, how we're going to do it. We're still figuring it out. I love you guys. Thank you for inspiring and motivating me and making me feel safe, even though, you know, I feel like I'm just like jumping off a cliff when I come live. I so appreciate you for that. I'm just got to keep saying it so you know it. I might have to do She-Hulk. Maybe I'll run in She-Hulk, but I don't know. The paint might come off. I don't know. There's a lot to talk about. You want to... Oh! I think I gave you a couple things to think about. I don't know. If you like the video, please like it. If you like my channel, please subscribe. Leave a comment. Ask me any questions you have. I'm going to do a post on the community page. Oh, and I'm going to share a video of me running, because my training starts this week. I appreciate you too. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Have a great week. Stay pumped.